Sarashivam, distinguished guests on the dais and off the dais, ladies and gentlemen. Tulsidas and Ramayana had some of the status of women in olden days. ढोल, गवार, शुद्ध पशुनारी, ये सब है तारण के अधिकारी. The calling phrase of Manusmriti, na Stri Swatantraya Marathi, which means woman is undeserving of independence. This clearly reflects Cole's attitude toward women in our country. Women suffer discrimination and injustice at all stages of her life. Sorry. Thus, the status of women has changed however, the status of women has changed in the free India. Women have occupied important positions in the society, whether it's politics, government service, education, space, business, etc. Our President, Pratibha Devi Singh Patil, Sonia Gandhi, Sunita Williams, Kalpana Chawla, Indra Nooyi, Kiran Bedi, etc. are some of the leading examples of this change. This proves that if a woman is sufficiently ambitious, determined and gifted, there is practically nothing she can't do. The principle of gender equality was enshrined in Indian Constitution in its preamble, fundamental rights, fundamental duties, directive principles. The Constitution not only grants equality to women, but also empowers the state to adopt measures for positive discrimination in favor of women. Further, in case of Air India versus Nargesh Mehta, it was held, retirement of pregnancy is an open insult to Indian womanhood. Pregnancy cannot be treated as disability, but as the natural consequences of marriage. Further, under Criminal Procedure Code, if a woman sentenced to death is found to be pregnant, the Honorable Supreme Court shall order the execution of the sentence to be postponed, or if think fit, can convert the sentence into life imprisonment. The Indian Penal Code also deals with the problems of the women, such as the offence of rape, sexual assault, offence relating to marriage, cruelty by husband and his relatives. The law framers have empowered the women by making certain laws for their upliftment and betterment, such as Maternity Benefit Act, Equal Remuneration Act, Immoral Traffic Prevention Act, and many more, to protect the rights of the women. The Child Marriage Restraint Act affected both Hindu and Muslim law. It introduced the penalty for entering into marriage below particular marriageable age. The Hindu Marriage Act and Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act has taken care of the rights of the women. Apart from various other matrimonial rights under these acts, now the married woman also has the right to residence, which means it is the duty of the husband to provide residence to her even if they are divorced. If a woman is not self-dependent, then she has a right to ask for maintenance under CRPC, and if Hindu, then under Hindu law, if she so desires. As far as guardianship is concerned, the case of Geeta Harihan, in this, the Honorable Supreme Court held that in Hindu law, the mother is also the guardian of the minor child, along with the father. This case hails a major breakthrough for all women, because it restores them to the position of equality within marriage. Even the marriage which is declared void or voidable, the position of unfortunate children are held to be legitimate. Recently, the Domestic Violence Act has been passed, which deals with the problems relating to domestic violence more promptly and efficiently. The Act, in a bold break from prior legislation, has given very expansive definition of the term domestic violence, either not addressed earlier or were addressed in a way not as broad as done here. For instance, marital rape, which though was excluded in IPC, can now be legally recognized in a form of abuse under the definition of sexual abuse in this Act. The provision for compensation arising out of domestic violence, including maintenance, are there in this Act. It is noteworthy that the maintenance available under this Act are in correspondence with the lifestyle of the aggrieved party. This Act also identifies the emotional abuse in a form of domestic violence, which includes insult on the account of the victim not having children or male children. Further, Dowry Provision Act deals with the taking and the giving of the dowry. Recently, the Supreme Court has stated that customary gifts and the payments given by the maternal grandparents at the time of the birth of children or such other ceremonies cannot come in the ambit of the dowry. The custom of dowry is barred in India with the enforcement of this act, but is still widely practiced. The leading example of this is Miss Nisha Sharma, who called the police after her father was asked for more dowry money few minutes before her wedding ceremony. In the recent years, there have been a lot of complaints and allegations regarding the abuse and misuse of these laws by unscrupulous families on one hand, and on the other hand, there is inability of the genuine victims of violence to get the redressal for even after such strong laws. Our Honorable President, Ms. Pratibha Devi Singh Patil, has voiced concern on the conditions of the women and has recommended the judiciary to take steps in this regard for women empowerment. However, there still exists a wide gap between the goal enunciated in the constitution, legislation, policies and plans on one hand and the situational reality of the status of the women on the other hand. The Government of India has declared the year 2001 as a Women Empowerment Year to focus on a vision to the new century of nations where women is equal partner with men. But where are the results? No amount of legislation, plans, policy will have any effect till the time we are having a willpower to really empower the woman so that she is an equal partner to men both at home and outside. Swami Vivekananda has said that country and that nation which does not respect women will never become great now and nor will ever in future. And in pursuit of making India a great nation, let us work towards giving women their much deserved status. Thank you.
Now I request